Good morning and welcome back to another episode of The Longing, where today we are once again going to try and muddle our way through reading Homer. Reading Homer's Iliad, where all the names are ones that I cannot pronounce. So, with that in mind, let's just get it over and done with, shall we? Those where fair Elis and Buprasium join, whom Hieromin here and Myrcinius confine, and bounded there where o'er the valleys rose the Olenian rock, and where Elysium flows. Beneath 4 chiefs a numerous army came, the strength and glory of the Epenian name. In separate squadrons these their train divide, each leads 10 vessels through the yielding tide. One was Amphimachus, and Thalpius one. Eurytius's this, and that Tiatus's son. Diores sprung from Amarynceus's line, and great Polyxenus of force divine. But those who view fair Elis o'er the seas, from the blessed islands of the Echinades, in 40 vessels under Meges move, begot by Phyleus, the beloved of Jove. To strong Dulichium from his sire he fled, and thence to Troy his hardy warriors led. Ulysses flowed through the watery road, a chief in wisdom equal to a god. With those whom Cephalania's line enclosed, or till their fields along the coast opposed, or where fair Ithaca o'erlooks the floods, where high Neritos shakes his waving woods, where, oh, for God's sake, where Sigillipa's rugged sides are seen, Crochylia rocky, and Zacynthus green. These in 12 galleys with vermilion prores, beneath his conduct sought the Phrygian shores. Thoas came next, and Dramon's valiant son, from Pleuron's walls and chalky Calydon, and rough Pylene and the Olenian steep, and Chalcis beaten by the rolling deep. He led the warriors from the Catolian shore, for now the sons of Oeneus were no more. The glories of the mighty race were fled, Oeneus himself and Meleager dead. To Thoas's care now trust the martial train, his 40 vessels follow through the main. Next 80 barks the Cretan king commands, of Gnossus, Lyctus, and Gortina's bands, and those who dwell where Rhytian's domes arise, or white Lycastus glitters to the skies, or where Phaestus' silver Jardan runs, Crete's 100 cities pour forth all her sons. These marched Idomeneus beneath their care, and Merion dreadful as the god of war. Oh God. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Tlepolemus, the son of Hercules, led 9 swift vessels through the foamy seas, from roads with everlasting sunshine bright. Chalisus, Lindus, and Camerus white. His captive mother fierce Alcides bore, from Ephir's walls and Sel's winding shore, where mighty towns in ruins spread the plain, and saw their blooming warriors early slain. The hero, when to many years he grew, Aclides' uncle, old Licymnius, slew. For this constrained to quit his native place, and shun the vengeance of the Herculean race, a fleet he built, and with a numerous train of willing exiles wandered o'er the main. Where many seas and many sufferings passed, on happy roads the chief arrived at last. There in 3 tribes divides his native band, and rules them peaceful in a foreign land. Increased and prospered in their new abodes, by mighty Jove, the sire of men and gods. With joy they saw the growing empire rise. Oops, way too early there. Empire rise, and showers of wealth descending from the skies. 3 ships with Nireus sought the Trojan shore. Nireus from whom Aglae to Charopus bore. Nireus in faultless shape and blooming grace, the loveliest youth of all the Grecian race. 104. Pelides only matched his early charms, but few his troops and small his strength in arms. Next 30 galleys cleaves the liquid plain. Of those Calydnes sea-girt isles contain. With them the youth of Nisyrus repair, Cassus the strong and Crapathus the fair. 'Cause where Eurypylus possessed the sway, till great Alcides made the realms obey. These Antiphus and bold Phaedipus bring, sprung from the god by Thessalus the king. Now, Muse, recount the Pelasgic Argos' powers, from Alos alope and Trecin's towers, from Thinter's spacious vales and Hella blessed with female beauty far beyond the rest. Full 50 ships beneath Achilles' care, the Achaeans, Myrmidons, Helleneans bear. Thessalians all, though various in their name, the same their nation and their chief the same. But now inglorious stretched along the shore, they hear the brazen voice of war no more. No more the foe they face in dire array, close in his fleet in the angry leader lay. Since fair Briseis from his arms was torn, the noblest spoil from sacked Lionessus bore. Then when the chief the Theban walls o'erthrew, and the bold sons of great Evenus slew, there mourned Achilles, plunged in depth of care, but soon to rise in slaughter, blood and war. To these the youth of Phylace succeed, Etona famous for her fleecy breed, and grassy Ptalion decked with cheerful greens, the bowers of Ceres and the sylvan scenes. Sweet Pyrrhasus with blooming flowerets crowned, and Antron's watery dens and caverned ground. These owned as chief Protesilas the brave, who now lay silent in the gloomy grave, the first who boldly touched the Trojan shore, and dyed a Phrygian lance with Grecian gore. There lies, far distant from his native plain, unfinished his proud palaces remain, and his sad consort beats her breast in vain. His troops in 40 ships Podarces led, Iphilicus' son and brother to the dead. Nor he unworthy to command the host, yet still they mourned their ancient leader lost. The men who Glaphyria's fair soil partake, where hills encircle Boebe's lowly lake, where Phaerae hears the neighbouring waters fall, or proud Iolcus lifts her airy wall. In 10 black ships embarked for Ilion's shore, with bold Eumelus Eumelus, whom Alceste bore. All Peleus' race Alceste far outshined, the grace and glory of the beauteous kind. And with that, I'm going to end the episode there. This is not going very smoothly, I cannot deny. But I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night, no matter what time of day it is. I hope you have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.